What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Pokemon White. In the last episode, we finished up everything in the Dream Yard, battling all sorts of high-level trainers, as well as tracking down the second of the 7 sages that Looker has tasked us with going after. Today, we're going to take a break from that mission as we make it here to Castelia City. There are no 7 sages in this city. Instead, we are taking a detour to take care of a couple of other things. The first of those is actually just south of me. Only in the evenings, and depending on the season that you're in, there is a ship that is going to be docked in the cruise dock. And if we take a look at the sign, Oceanside Cruise Dock. So it's just immediately to the right of the Pokemon Center. In spring, the times, which actually it happens to be spring right now, in spring it's from 5 to 8 p.m. In autumn, it's also from 5 to 8 p.m. But in summer, it's 7 to 9 p.m. And winter, it's 5 to 7 p.m. So you need to catch it at the right times, but it is available every single day during those times, during those respective seasons. Now, if you can see right now, it's 5:44, so we are within the window. Let's head down. And there is a big gleaming ship docked here called the Royal Unova. Welcome to the Royal Unova. The scenery is exhilarating, the battles are exciting, and the ticket is 1,000. Would you like to get on board? Yes, I would. We're leaving the port shortly. Bon voyage. Now, there are 2 ways you can enjoy your time here on the Royal Unova. The first of those is to simply go up onto the observation deck and get, honestly, one of the nicest views in the entire game, probably right up there with the whole Sky Arrow Bridge view that you can get early on in the main game. And I'll be sure to show that off really quickly, but we are on a bit of a time limit here. So they said that there are 4 different trainers available on the ship today. We need to track those trainers down. Now, we could just sit up on the observation deck and just enjoy the view. This ride is not too long. Every 45 seconds, the horn is going to blare on the Royal Unova, and once it blares 5 times, the ship is going to finish its journey. And you can see it kind of pans up, and we get this awesome little view. But I can't waste any more time, so I'm going to head on down. We have 2 crew members we want to talk to. Let's talk to this guy first. Seems the number of trainers in the cabins with blue doors today is 4. So all 4 of the trainers we are after are in blue doors, which really narrows things down because there are only 6 blue doors to choose from. However, we also need to figure out a little bit more information. There are a lot of cabins in this big ship. I would like to give you advice because you need help finding trainers. Do you want to listen to my hint? Yes. Today, we have 3 on the port side and 1 on the starboard side. So the port side is the side we are on right now. The starboard side is where the opposite crew member was. So 3 of the 4 blue doors here are going to contain trainers. This is actually one of the easiest RNGs I've ever gotten. So let's take a look inside each of these doors, and let's talk to this lady. To look for someone stronger than me, I crossed over the mountains, crossed over the sea, and came here. My Pokemon are special because they went through a lot of difficulties. Now let's have a fair battle. Okay, so this is one of the 4 trainers, and here's the thing you need to watch out for. There are certain types of trainers, 5 sprites in particular, that you have to be on the lookout for, because while they can be trainers, they can also absolutely mess with you. And what happens is they're what's called long talkers. And if you encounter one of those, and I'm actually going to switch to Bathory here. If you encounter one of those long talkers, what they're going to do is talk so long that it will skip all the way to the next horn blare, which obviously cuts down your time significantly. If you run into too many of those people, well, then you're not going to be able to fight all the trainers before all is said and done. And this is really crucial on certain days, like Sunday, for instance, where you are going to have 7 trainers that you're going to be going after. And yeah, you just need to be really mindful and cognizant and memorize who's where to not, well, obviously waste all of your time. So let's take this Amalga out here. And I did have the Lucky Egg on Crush, so hopefully he should get a lot of experience for that. And there we go. We beat Maid Tanya. So that's the first of the 4 trainers down. I'm actually going to talk to the kid on the next door one because he's not one of the long talkers. So we'll get into a battle with him immediately after I full heal, of course. Now notice that you can't save on the Royal Unova. You're kind of committed once you go aboard. But that's just because it is so unbelievably short. Where am I going? Medicine. It is such an unbelievably short trip that it doesn't really matter. I mean, what is it? Like a total of 5 minutes or something like that? So we got to be quick here. All right, let's talk to this kid. I mean, not counting the battle times. The timer doesn't run while you're in the middle of battle, so you don't have to worry about that at the very least. It's 5 minutes in the overworld, basically, or just a little under 5 minutes. All right, Henry, so he's going to throw out a Tauros here at level 66. Ooh, that's a little bit brutal. Okay, I think for you, sir, I am going to throw out a Shell Smash as Tauros uses Swagger. Okay, that actually could cause me some problems if I don't get this off in time. Let's see. Please don't hurt yourself. Okay, there we go. I am still in a little bit of a trouble here, though, because if I hurt myself, I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. A lot of self-damage, but we have that speed increase, so hopefully that's enough to get a Rock Slide off. It is not. He avoided the takedown. Good. Amazing luck. That is what I like to see. Okay, get a Rock Slide off with a 4 times attack boost. Not bad. Makes me wish I had Aqua Jet at the moment, but I do not. Let's see. What are you going to do? Giga Impact. Oh my gosh. We got so lucky avoiding that twice. Holy God. I don't even have the Bright Powder on Crush like I normally do, which is even better. So finally, Crush gets a really big experience boost. And what do we have next? Whale Lord. I am willing to keep Crush in for that because I don't think this Whalelord's going to be able to throw too much that's going to hurt me. Let's try a Rock Slide here. We might also be able to get a flinch here if possible. It's definitely doable. Whalelord and its insane HP. Hydro Pump. This is going to hurt probably a little bit, but maybe... Nope. Crush's lowered special defenses were just enough. Okay, let's switch on over to Arthur just because he's sitting at level 50. Could give him a little bit of a bump just by getting the free Leaf Blade kill. So let's do that. And there we go. All right. And we got a critical hit for our troubles as well. Whalelord is also worth a lot of experience, so I will take that. That's 2 of our 4 trainers down. Again, only having 4 does make this easy, but at the same time, it also means that we don't get to reap the rewards nearly as much. Where the heck do I put my revives at? There we go. You can see I also stocked up on Hyper Potions again between episodes. I bought a lot of stuff. I also got a lot of Ultra Balls between episodes as well. Just wanted to make sure that I had plenty to go around for the next several episodes because I don't want to be stopping too much. We've got a lot of ground to cover and a lot of places to go, and I need to be fast. Okay, so we know there's at least 1 more trainer on this side, so this is where we have to start doing some guesswork. So let's head on in here. So, Old Lady, she is actually one of the heavy talkers, potentially, but also so is that girl, so we're just going to chance it. You have such a cute guess. May I have a Pokemon battle with you? Okay, awesome. So I got lucky. That was kind of a 50-50 there. Either one of those, honestly, could have been the one that talks my ear off, but no, I got the right one. We're going to have another 50-50, though, on the other set of blue doors, though, because there's only 1 trainer left and 2 blue doors to pick from. All right, Lipard. I'm actually going to do an instant swap here, and we're going to go with... Ooh, what do I want to go with? I'm going to go with Shelob, actually. Like, I'm sure this is going to hurt, whatever the Lifeheart throws out, but I'm also banking on it just using a Fake Out here. Night Slash. Ooh, that actually might hurt quite a lot. Ooh, my gosh, the critical hit, because of course. Well, I should have just stuck with Crush then. Okay, son of a gun. So this is the predicaments that I'm getting myself into at the moment. Sucker Punch. That's going to hurt a fair bit, but not an overly high amount that we can't do some damage right back. Beautiful. Luckily, Lipard's got those awful defenses. Now, if we can just avoid a crit here, great. Probably still wouldn't have knocked me out with the crit, but I'm still glad that it didn't. Okay, Crush gets the level up. I should have never switched in the first place. Sorry, Shelob. That was a bit... bad on my part. Okay, Arbok for this. Okay, now I think I'm going to switch to Naz. Here we go, and get a Psychic off. I'm sure this Arbok is going to hurt really badly, but if we can just get the first shot, and honestly, I should have thrown up a Reflect there, just as a precaution, but maybe we can do a lot of damage here. Ooh, almost enough, and Special Defense went down. It's going to use Coil? Well, that helps me out even more. I'll just use another Psychic. I'm not going to get cute with this. Oh, maybe I'll just use a Flash Cannon, especially because there was always that possibility. That's what I thought. Well, good news is we lowered its special defense, so this now should one-shot it. Thank you very much. And down goes Arbok. All right, Naz gets a lot of experience out of that. Level 51, not bad. We haven't really been using Sky Attack. Okay, if you were a physical attacker, I would be willing to, but you are not, so we're going to put that away. Not necessary on this flying type. Other flying types, absolutely. All right, so we're not going to talk to that other girl. We're going to leave her alone. Again, we got 2 blue doors to choose from on the starboard side, and we know a trainer is in one of them. Let's head on in. Okay, so, Girl on the right actually is not one of the heavy talkers, but that guy is. So I'm going to try and talk to her and see if this triggers our final battle. A few wild steps, I will choreograph a royal Pokemon battle, and there we go. Okay. My deduction skills were accurate, and now we can spend the remainder of the voyage up on the at the front of the ship and just kind of watch it all pass us by, which is pretty exciting. All right, Meowth. So for you, I'm just going to use a Shell Smash here. Oh, Captivate, huh? I don't like that. Okay, a special attack harshly fell. That's okay. We're going to raise that right back up and get our physical attack up, if possible. You know what? I'm willing to chance this. Let me... Because I don't think Meowth is going to be able to do too much damage here, even with the advantage. So I'm just going to throw in a Max Potion, just because it was simple. It's not like it was necessarily inherently better than a Hyper Potion. Let's see, you're going to use Feint. How much is that going to do here? Oh, like nothing. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to get greedy then, and I'm going to go off for more Shell Smashes here. And we're just going to try to completely max Crush out. And then we'll just see if we can sweep through the entire team. Beautiful. Doing good, doing good. All right, one more of those. You can do another Feint. I mean, I guess we have the speed advantage at this point. So it really doesn't matter either way. All right, Captivate again. So special attack continues to go down, so it does make my Surf a lot weaker. But I think I might be able to survive that. Quit using Feint, trying to get these priority moves off. All right, down goes Meowth for sure. We'll see what they continue to throw at us. Hopefully nothing that resists every single one of my attacks. Vulpix, okay, that's an easy one. I am going to just throw out another Rock Slide here. So I don't think this lady has really any strong Pokemon to begin with, so we should be okay. As we just kind of indulge ourselves in all this experience. And Eevee, okay, yep, super easy. I'm just not getting a lot of experience out of it, which, that's okay. Now, for our troubles for beating all of these trainers, depending on the day that you ride the ship, also depends on the reward you're going to get. Now, it's not some crazy, amazing reward. You're not going to be getting, like, big nuggets or anything along those lines. No, they're usually just medicinal items of some sort. So, like a lava cookie or berry juice or something along those lines. But we have beaten every single trainer on the ship. And we could go and talk to other people if we so desire to speed this along. We can talk to this guy. Royal Unova's renowned observation deck is just ahead. Why don't we head on up, and why don't we just enjoy the scenery from here on out? And you can notice, as we go, we are moving up the map a bit further. We can just kind of just hang out here and just enjoy the view. And I suppose, whenever we land, we can see what we get for our troubles. But hold on. Ship turns around. And back down it goes. So there goes another. I think that was only the third horn, so we're probably going to only have a couple more of those. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the remainder of this voyage, and I will talk to you when it is all said and done. And there we are. All right. Thank you for sailing with us. The cruise ship will arrive in Castelia City shortly. Congratulations. You defeated all the trainers on the ship. Please accept this prize. And we get a lava cookie for our troubles. I will happily take that. Thank you. Thank you for sailing with us on the Royal Unova. Have a nice day. So I'm actually doing this on Thursday, but I think the game thinks that I'm doing this on a Wednesday for some reason. Because, yeah, Thursday is supposed to be an old Gateau, and there was supposed to be 5 trainers. But, oh well, I'm not going to really worry about it too much. Let's head on out of here. And we now have one more stop to make, which is the Game Freak building. So I'm going to head on over that way, and I will see you in just a moment. All right, we are here on Castelia Street. Let's head on inside Game Freak really quickly. And there's 2 things that I'm going to show here, one of which we're honestly just going to mention them in passing. One of them is an Easter egg. One of them is a bit more substantial, but we're not going to be partaking in it just yet. I kind of just want to point out that it's here. So if we head on down, we have 2 people we're going to talk to. First is this guy. Tell you to take the sound seriously, so here's a treat for you. What do you think about this dramatic sound? And we get the Team Rocket theme from, I believe, Heart Gold Soul Silver. We get to get a little bit of a listen to that, and I think it plays for as long as you're on the floor here. Were you surprised? Well, for a strong trainer like you, winning against Team Rocket would be a piece of cake. I mean, he's not wrong. Team Rocket is honestly worse than Team Plasma in almost every single way, but that's pretty nifty. Now, this guy here. Oh, you become strong, I can tell. Do you want to have a battle with me? No, at least not yet, because this guy right here is Morimoto. He is one of 2 trainers that, kind of like Steven in Pokemon Emerald, are considered like endgame trainers. Now, Morimoto is the lesser of the 2. Morimoto, despite having Pokemon in the mid-70s, which is why I'm not going to battle him yet, his Pokemon really aren't all that strong. They're actually quite weak. I don't think a single one has a total base stat above 500. So he's not too bad to deal with, but we still want to get a little bit closer to his level range before we attempt anything of the sort. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. We'll do that a little bit later. I think what instead is I'll come back here after we've gone through most of the post game. It'll be one of the last things we do, but not quite the last thing. In fact, my plan is taking on the 2 trainers, like these 2 high-level trainers in the game, are going to be the second to last thing we do, and the final thing is going to be taking on the Pokemon League once again. And I mean, that obviously should allow us to actually battle Alder for once. So that's a thing. But yeah, we can battle Morimoto once a day. He does pay out some pretty good money, and he's a good way of getting a lot of additional experience without being locked into something like the Pokemon League, which you obviously have to battle 5 trainers consecutively, and that can be a bit time-consuming. And if you're not willing to do that, just come battle Morimoto, get some XP, and then move about your day. Okay, that's everything I wanted to show here in Castelia City. Not a whole lot. Next, we're going to be heading off towards the Relic Castle out in the Desert Resort. And we're going to head that way. We're going to start there, but that's going to be pretty much all we do in this episode. We'll actually be exploring the Relic Castle in the next episode, so I'll see you off in the Desert Resort here in just a moment. And welcome to the Desert Resort, everybody. So do keep in mind that there is a trainer here that is willing to heal your Pokemon whenever you go back to him. So that's pretty darn cool, but we're just going to move on past him and head all the way up here and head on inside Relic Castle. But as we do, look who it is. Professor Juniper's here. Hi there, Levi. I heard about these Pokemon statues, and I came to look into their origins. I've learned that each of these Pokemon statues is actually a real Pokemon. It's called Darmanitan, and it's sleeping, so it's become like a stone. When I quickly measured how long they've existed, it was amazing, around 2,500 years. Seems like they went to sleep that long ago. That means they've been here since before this place was in ruins, when the Relic Castle was flourishing. Perhaps they were guarding the city. These Pokemon, they are either in a state of hibernation or meditation, so if you wake them, they will become active once again. And the item that wakes up Darmanitan is actually this Rage Candy Bar. That's why I will share one with you too, Levi. Now, this is why I wanted to do this before this episode ended, because Rage Candy Bars can actually be gotten repeatably from the Royal Unova, which we obviously were just upon earlier. Well, I'm headed back to the Pokemon Research Lab. Be seeing you. Okay, let's finish off this episode by waking one of these Darmanitan. And really quickly before I do it, given that this is my only shot, I'm actually going to do a bit of a save here really fast just to make sure that I don't accidentally mess this up, because I would like to catch this guy. If I don't, though, I'm not going to beat myself up about it too much. So here we go. Let's talk to one of these. Give the Rage Candy Bar to the Pokemon statue. Yes. Ancient Pokemon statue responded to the Rage Candy Bar. Pokemon was sleeping with Darmanitan. Wake up, Darmanitan attacked. Okay, so in a very rare move, Game Freak has actually allowed us to get a Pokemon that has a hidden ability, and that is, of course, this Darmanitan. Now, Zen Mode, being its hidden ability, allows for some different things. First of all, when Darmanitan goes into Zen Mode, it gains a Psychic typing and also completely flips its stats. This gives it way better defenses overall, defense and special defense, as well as much higher special attack at the expense of its attack. Its attack and special attack are basically what flip, and its speed actually goes down, but like I said, it becomes a lot more tanky as a result. Actually, use a quick ball on this guy. It also only activates this ability when its HP drops below half, which can make it a little bit difficult to account for. And did I get it? Yes! Okay, first try. Awesome. So we got ourselves that little Zen mode Darmanitan. Not bad. I think I'm going to name this guy... Oh, what am I... Or actually, I guess it's a lady. What do I name her exactly? You know what? I didn't even think of this beforehand, but you know what? I'm going to go with something a bit referential. If you understand the reference, good on you. It is a bit sinister, but hopefully you like it if you understand what I'm talking about. We're going to go with Hama. And that is one of the 5 Darmanitan Zowns. So you can actually catch all 5 of them if you so desire. If you have enough Rage Candy bars, you can compare them by natures and whatnot. I don't know, actually, if you can, like, soft reset to make sure that their natures are good or their genders or anything that you care about in that regard. So that is something to keep in mind. But obviously, once you have a hidden ability female, you can breed them as much as you want to retain that hidden ability and transfer it across its many offspring. So that's also a nice benefit to just catching one. But with all that said, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to head on into the Relic Castle, and we're going to be going after the 3rd of the 7 sages. So I hope you're all looking forward to that. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.